Good morning, all concepts. I'm happy to come to you today because this is very likely my favorite chapter of this book. What the heck is EOS? And why is it my favorite chapter? Because it's about you, the people analyzer. Chapter 8, page 129. I hope you've been reading along. I'm going to read just a little bit here. People analyzer may sound a little scary, maybe even a little cold. Actually, it's really not. In fact, after working with thousands of managers, we can tell you that at first your manager was probably a little apprehensive as well. Really, how many times have you heard a manager say, I can't wait to analyze my employees? This tool has a higher purpose. This is what's important. Great organizations are built by having the right people in the right seats, 100% across the organization. And that's what the People Analyzer helps you do. In Chapter 2, we define the right people as people who fit in your company's culture. These people act according to your company's core values. In Chapter 4, we define seats using the accountability chart. The right seat means placing everyone in a role where they can best contribute to the organization. This is the job where their innate talents and skills are put to the best use. Each seat is defined by an average of 5 roles and responsibilities as shown below. The People Analyzer is a simple tool that pulls core values in the accountability chart together and helps your organization identify if they have the right people in the right seats. So when you think about this chapter and you think about these people, in my past, one of my comments was, if I didn't have people problems, I wouldn't have any problems at all. Well, that's sort of stupid. Uh, if you didn't have people, you wouldn't have a business. So I learned over my career that you live or die by the people you surround yourself with. So only have great people around you, people who are great at their task and passionate about what they do, share core values with you. That's the key to having a successful and prosperous business. That's the way that we can all benefit. We have a place to come to work. We enjoy what we do. We enjoy the people we're with. So let's think about our core values for a second. Excellence, doing our work with excellence. Work is unto the Lord. That's the way we defined it. Are you doing your work with excellence? Are you having fun? We had a cookout over at the countertop shop. Everybody was generally having fun, particularly watching Connor as he ate some type of ghost pepper and was in a lot of pain. So there was a lot of fun surrounding that lunch. Think about growth. How is it that you're growing? How do you become better in what you do? How do you become better in how you work with each other? Integrity, doing your work, being honest in your work and what you're contributing to the work and how you're doing your work. Service, how are you serving one another? This isn't about being served, it's about serving. I make a statement regularly. You can only be responsible for yourself. If we gripe about how others treat us, then we're really missing the point. It's about how we treat others. The golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Don't do unto others because of what they did to you. So how do you demonstrate service one to another? Who is your customer? Who is it that you're serving? And then teamwork. It's important that we all value each other. We may not understand what one another does, but it's important to recognize that they're on this team. We believe they're in the right seat. We believe they have the right skill to do that task. So we need to do what we are tasked with doing, do it well, and serve one another as we're performing our work. Lastly, teamwork. Again, everybody on the team. People are on this team for a reason. So reach out, get to know one another, respect one another, honor one another, serve one another. It's just a great feeling if when you look people in the eye and can communicate open and honestly, even brutal conversations, even difficult conversations, have them, but do it with an open heart and let it be about the issue at hand as opposed to attacking one another. It's a great chapter. Hopefully we have been communicating with you and you feel communicated with your various different managers. Let's look at the last points here. The kind of things that as an organization we're trying to determine are this: what makes my job more difficult? How can we improve those circumstances? What processes and procedures are broken? Are we doing something that's not really that smart? Have I identified the root cause of any issues I'm having? What could I have done differently in the last quarter? How have I not demonstrated the core values of the company? What could I have done differently to hit my rocks and measurables, if you missed any? How could my manager have helped me be more successful? What's not working for your manager? If you don't know, ask. A final note: please don't wait for your manager to come to you. If you don't have a quarterly conversation set on your calendar with your manager, go to them and ask them when would be a good time to start. So you know who it is that you report to. Have conversations with them. It's important that we all listen to each other and share with each other. You know, the other note in here was talking about fear of the conversation. I'll pick on Ryan Kraft a little bit. As you guys know, we took our Seneca location and decided to treat it as a customer. Ryan is the general manager of Seneca now. And we had our first, what I called a board of directors meeting. So Troy, Tony, and I, as owners, had a meeting with Ryan and gave Ryan a chance to report on what's going on in Seneca, about his team, about their results, about their goals. And it was really stressful for Ryan to prepare, but prepare he did, and he prepared very well. After the meeting was over, I had talked with him a few days prior to the meeting. Again, lots of fear. When it was over, he said, I don't know why I was so worried. It was such a positive and uplifting conversation that was had. We talked about some difficult topics and some challenges in the business, but the thing about it is we all talked about it, and we talked about the matters at hand. There weren't any accusations running, or there weren't any complaints against individuals. It was truly having honest and open communication one with another. That's what we need to do all across the board. And when we do that, we will just make our company better and better. We have our annual planning meeting coming up for the leadership team. Be in prayer about that for us, that we would have good vision and good direction. One of our own, James, has surgery coming up on September 29th. So please remember him and his procedure, that would go well, and they'll return to us quickly. I know Mike has a tall order there indoors with one of his main guys gone. So let's remember them both during this time. I thank you for all that you do for All Concepts. You're the best team in the world, and it's my pleasure to work and serve with you. Thanks for all you do.